Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2019 Spring 1 vs 1 Empire at War Space Cup. Today we bring you a top game of Group D. It is Superman1996, one of the top Forces of Corruption players actually, against Ormylar, who is another famous member of the community and a force to reckon with. And this is one of the games I've personally been looking forward to a lot, because I think it will be a close game and it will decide who is gonna win this group probably. I mean, upsets are always possible, but these are the two players to look out for in this group, and it should be a spectacle and a good game, I hope so. Right now, not a lot of games have been played, but even that being said, the group brackets are not up to date. I think they should be updated tonight, so if you check in later, you should probably be able to see the results that have happened so far. I think Group G has played some games, and the results of Group D that we are about to see will be inserted there as well. So use this page to stay updated. You can find it below the video stream, and can just click the link to access it all the time. So with that being said, maybe it's time for an introduction. My name is Laney. I'm the EU-based streamer and tournament organizer that is bringing you this tournament. And today we have a match between Superman1996, who is a veteran of the game and is most famously known for his proficiency at the expansion of the game, Forces of Corruption, but that means that he's pretty good at the game, and that should translate well to the base game, Empire at War. Ormylar is a very famous member of the community, very vocal, probably one of the most likable persons on the server, in my opinion, and a force to reckon with. I know he practiced a lot for the tournament, maybe more than most of the other players, so he should have something up his sleeve. Now let us switch into the game and see if they already hosted the game, and indeed they did. So let's have a look in there and see what the draft is doing. I'm going to be the spectator for this game, so no interference, but you will be able to see everything. And let's ask them, did you already decide the bands? Okay, I think there are they going. Quick recap on how the drafting is done. The players are each banning one map, and the order in which they take actions in the draft is based on seeding. For this match, Superman has the higher seed and Ormylar has the lowest seed. That means Superman gets the ban first, and he chose Coruscant Siege, the largest map in the tournament pool. Ormylar bans Geonosis, which is one of the small 1 vs 1 maps in the tournament, so these two maps can't be picked for either of the games in this best of 5 series. I'm gonna take a note on the bans to not get everything confused later. Superman bans Coruscant, and we have a Geonosis ban for Ormylar. After the bans, the drafting goes as follows. Lower seed has the first game initiative and picks map, while the other player picks the faction. So for this game, Ormylar will pick the map while Superman is gonna pick the faction, and then for each subsequent game this order will change. And there's the pick. Game 1, I pick Endor, and Superman is going with the faction of Empire. Empire is generally considered to be the easier faction to pick up if you're a bit rusty, because you have less micromanagement. But Rebellion, on the other hand, is the faction that has the quicker units and with right execution can just crush the opponent. So it's gonna be interesting to see if Superman can utilize the spamming prowess and mechanical ease of the Empire faction, or if Ormylar's training plays out and his Rebellion will take the victory at game 1 in this best of 5 series. Right now we are waiting for Superman to pick his faction. so the game can actually start. Let me have a quick look at the overlay if everything is in order. Looks like it. Good. I'm guessing they both have something to talk about first. I know they are in voice channel right now to talk through the drafting process and get everything right before they start the game. And okay, he's unsure. Yeah. I mean, for both of them, it's the first game of the tournament, so we can give them a little bit of leeway to do their picks before we hop into the first game. Endor, the map they've chosen, is one of the smallest maps, maybe. I think it's the smallest map in the map pool. It's especially interesting in that regard that it has a nebula right in the center of the map, which we will see shortly. There's a mine in the center and 3 turrets. So it's a very important point of contention, because once you get turrets up in the middle, it's very easy to defend / very costly to attack there. So for each faction it's an important point of contest, and usually it's even more important for Empire, because in the nebula the X-Wings of the Rebellion lose their shields, so their advantage gets somewhat diminished. They still do more damage than TIE fighters, but without their shields you will lose a lot of them quickly. And as we all know, they are expensive, they are slow to be built. So for the Rebel player, it's especially important how they're gonna handle the nebula in the middle and how they are gonna establish map dominance without sacrificing too many of their units in the dreadful nebula. Looks like the players are ready, so let's accept here and hop into the game and see what they are doing. One more thing, right now we have Superman with Empire, so keep that in mind for my overlay, and let's accept. And here we go. And it looks like we have a bug here, which is I'm downloading the map even though I have it already. I'm gonna hop into voice with them to fix this. Give me 1 second, sorry there.
It's saying download progress 0% and
Yep.
cancel.
I can tell
Rehost?
you. This is a bug that happens sometimes. Just rehost and do it again and it should be gone.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. That can happen with a game that is over a decade old. And can just be fixed by rehosting the game. No harm done. Actually, we don't know what causes the bug. It's like the game tries to download the map from the other player, but it already has the map, so nothing happens and everything freezes down. It's kind of rare to happen, but still, not even a tournament game is safe from that. Hitting the refresh button furiously. And there it is. Draft still holds. We have Endor, we have Ormylar on the Rebellion side and Superman on the Empire side, and I'll be your spectator. Let's check if he has a problem. Okay. Superman actually is famous for being somewhat late sometimes, so no surprise here. But when he shows up, he usually packs a punch. Yeah, so he restarted the game. Okay. That makes sense. Maybe I can do a small recap about the tournament format now that we have a few seconds of time, and it's one of the first games in the tournament. We have a group stage first, which is played out between groups of 4 to 5 players, and it's round robin, so everyone plays everyone in a best of 5. And the top 2 players from each group advance to a playoff stage, which will be double elimination, and will be seeded according to relative player skill level, so that the tournament should make for a lot of exciting games. The rules for the tournament edition mod are the classical rules for the base EAW game, which is 5,000 starting credits, which is we allow heroes, we have 2 free starting units per faction, we allow super weapons, even though most games don't go to the tech level that is required to use them. And yes, in space we do have a pre-built base. Win condition is destroy enemy station, but you can always just forfeit if you think that the game is unwinnable and concede the victory to the other player. And there we go, Superman has rejoined. And let's cross our fingers for the second try. Looks good so far. Yep, that is going smoothly. Okay, let's see what they are doing. Good, Empire player. Oh, we have a little bit of lag. That's unfortunate. Now, Rebel player is going straight for their base mine, while the Empire player is going for a more unconventional setting and is going for the bottom mine first, while both players are eager on controlling that important middle part of the map. But it looks like Ormylar on the Rebel side will not be able to capture the building pad before it is being contested. Yep. Both players call in their first built unit at their second base mine, which is topside for both of them, and are trying to build them as quickly as possible, while Ormylar already is on the way there. If he actually locked the S-Forts on that X-Wing, he probably could have gotten there in time to destroy it in the first pass. Now he will have to do a little bit of extra work. At the bottom left corner we have a contestation where Ormylar was quick enough to delay the build-up of the Empire mine down there, which is interesting because this is a direct result of Empire going there with their first TIE fighter instead of the first one they built, I think. At least I think so. Could be wrong there. Bottom mine is down now, so right now we have a clear advantage for the Rebel player in this game. The missile defense satellite will be angry and fire a few rockets, but the X-Wings should be quick enough to evade them with their X-foils closed. X-Wings have their X-foil ability to increase their speed, but it gets deactivated once they enter a nebula, like right now. The middle mine is currently in possession of the Empire player, along with the missile defense satellite turret here, so it will be kinda costly for the Rebel player to attack it. Looking back to the bottom left, we have a dogfight between the Rebel X-Wings and the Empire TIE Fighters, which seems to be evenly going, so at least that's a denied mine for the Empire player. Top right corner, the mine is being attacked by 2 squadrons of TIE Fighters, which are rather slow to destroy the mine, but they are doing their progress. So still economic advantage for the Rebel player here. Ormylar is making more money per second right now, and is trying to regain the middle with his X-Wings. More TIE Fighters coming in from the left side here for Superman, trying to defend his middle mine, maybe to fortify his structure with another turret here. It'll be curious to see if Ormylar decides to attack it. No, he decides to deny it by sending another X-Wing there. Let's look back to the bottom left corner where the dogfight is happening. the X-Wings actually are seemingly getting the upper hand slowly there. Remember, X-Wings have shields and do more damage. So in a dogfight where you see equal numbers of squadrons, usually the X-Wings will win. And top right corner still is not destroyed. I think personally that there should have been more TIE fighters here, that Superman should have put more emphasis on destroying this mine. It is not defended, it's a free kill, and it's generating money with every second for Ormylar. Bottom right corner is uncontested, as you can see on the minimap. There's nothing happening there. While in the middle, Ormylar actually has managed to destroy the enemy missile turret and regain control of the middle. Right now, middle is empty, bar one laser turret from Ormylar, so he has vision there, which is something we sadly cannot show with the spectator view. But you can imagine something like this from top to bottom, which should be visible. And there's the good game for Superman. He thinks it's hopeless, which I agree with, and the game is forfeit. And the first game goes to Ormylar. I'd say thanks to a better start, to a quicker start, and to more aggressive play onto the enemy mines. Good first game. Ormylar showed that he practiced his maps and his mechanics and his speed in game. So congratulations to Ormylar. Gonna take a note here on who won the first game. Congratulations there. And now it's especially interesting to see how these players are gonna switch it up for the second game. Remember, initiative switches during the draft between the games. It's a best of 5, so right now it's 1-0 for Ormylar. I'm gonna update the overlay. Give me a second there. Ormylar is the lowest seed player, so lowest seed score gets updated to 1. And the overlay gets updated to the lobby overlay. Yeah, bear with me there. I'm pretty new to streaming and I'm pretty slow on these things yet. Okay, what I was saying is the initiative is switching over to the other player now. So for now, it's actually Superman who's gonna pick the map. So he has the advantage of he can pick a map that he's very comfortable with, that he knows, and where he thinks he can play both factions, so that to him it doesn't matter as much what faction Ormylar is gonna pick in return. Looks like Castle is gonna be picked, which is one of the most balanced maps, I think. So it's a good pick, I think, because if you can play this map well, you can probably play it well on both factions. And he's gonna play it on Empire as Ormylar, and Rebellion goes to Superman. I'm gonna take a note here. Castle for the protocol, that is, and we have Rebellion for Ormylar. That means the highest seed player Superman is playing Rebellion, which should give us this overlay. And once they are ready, we can already start the second game. Castle does not feature a nebula, which is a difference to the Andor map we had before. And it is generally a bit bigger. It has 5 mines in a roughly symmetrical layout. 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top, 1 at the middle left side. Now you can see it in the minimap. And 1 pirate dock on the far right side of the map. The pirate docks are especially important in this game, as it allows the player who controls it to build the IPV corvette unit as well as the pirate fighter. The pirate fighter is a bit weaker than the X-Wing and a bit stronger than the TIE fighter, but it is cheaper and it is very quick to build. So if you want to spam units, go for the pirate fighter. It can give especially the rebel player a good advantage, as he can spam more units and cover more of the map. The players are doing the standard start here on the map and are going for both their outer mines to try and get their economy going as quickly as they can. While at the middle we have a different in strategies, while Superman at the rebel side is trying to sneak in a mine at the center left, Ormylar is trying to aggressively go for the enemy mine, a staple we saw from him in last game, the aggression, the speed at which he goes for the enemy mines, as well as the pirate dock, so we could probably see an IPV petrocraft soon from him, if he decides to invest in that. Ormylar actually spotted the mine being built here at the middle, and will be trying to do as much damage to it while it is being built up, as buildings under construction take double damage. For now though, he's spamming his TIE fighters at this bottom mine to try and destroy it while it is being built, effectively removing 850 gold, credits rather, wrong game here, from the economy of Superman. Bottom right corner we have another attack. 2 TIE fighters warping in to try and destroy this mine, do as much damage as quickly as they can. Again, double damage while it is being built, but sadly they are going the wrong way and the mine is gonna be finished beforehand. Now it's finished. Pirate Dock is now... Oh, actually as a spectator I cannot see who owns it, so I have to pay attention to that. Okay, point taken. Bottom left mine, you saw it on the minimap, is destroyed, so right now we have a slight economic advantage for Ormylar, who is attacking the mine at the bottom right corner, who has destroyed 1 mine, which means minus 850 gold credits, and he at least knows of the mine in the middle. While on the other side, Ormylar's mine on the top right corner and on the top left corner of the map are still unattacked, even though the X-Wing here of Superman is already on the way there to attack it and potentially destroy it. Okay, now we have the answer. The pirate dock currently is being held by Superman, who is building pirate fighters here, which are cheaper and roughly as strong as an X-Wing, albeit they are slower. So if you are low on credits, the pirate fighters are the go-to unit for Rebellion, if you can somehow manage to get the pirate dock. But as of now, Ormylar has noticed this and is trying to regain control of the pirates to stop Superman from getting them. Good move there, good move there. While his TIE fighter army that has been attacking bottom before is now at the middle mine and is trying to establish dominance there. The laser turret, by the way, is doing good work here. It makes it costly for the enemy player to attack the mine, so it can always be a good idea to build the mine as well as the turret, so that if someone is gonna attack the turret, he has to pay the price for it. Situation at the top is... Oh, there's the IPV. Okay, I've talked about it before. This is the second interesting unit from the pirate dock, the IPV, which is the only bigger ship you can build at tech level 1. And you can only build it when you get the pirate dock. The IPV is a very slow unit, but it is very strong against fighter units, and it is very strong against mines. It can boost its attack power at the expense of its shields. You can see right now the shields are depleted. And with that ability it can shred through mines, so it's very good in that regard. Interesting thing bottom, Ormylar decided to build the mine on the Rebellion side, hoping that Rebellion will not think about this possibility and it will be undetected. Right now though, the map is actually empty for Superman, and there, I was about to say it, we have the U-win by him. Without any fighter units to fight the game, there's really nothing much you can do against the enemy mines, and he has forfeited and left the game. GG again, the aggression of Ormylar has played out again. And we can see like a pattern here. Aggression pays off in this game. So if you're watching this game and you have your games later, keep that in mind. It's probably a good idea to try and destroy the enemy mines. Good. Let's update the overlay again. It's 2-0 now for Ormylar. There we go. And let's hop in to see the remainder of the draft unfold. It is in fact forbidden to pick the same map again for the same player, but it is allowed to pick the same map if you are a different player. So we could see one of the first maps again, but only if the other player picks it. That's the rules for the drafting process. Right now, Ormylar is picking the map, and he's going for Bothawui, which is a special map. I will talk about it a bit in the seconds to come. But first, let's take it down to the protocol, Bothawui. Bothawui is an interesting map because it is very crowded in the middle. There's one line of mines and pirate dock, which all are very close together, which makes it very, very competitive in the middle. So it's very hard to draw off units from there to attack the enemy base mine. And this in turn leads to a situation where both players have a very secure base mine and a very secure source of income. So this is a map where we often see Tech 2 because both players have a lot of money and both players have the opportunity to go for the next technology level to gain access to bigger and better units. Let's just confirm quickly if Superman picks Empire, just to have it officially. Okay, and with that being said, we can hop into the game. On this map, it's especially important to be quick at the outermost mines because there are laser turrets there. So let's see what they are doing and hop right into the game. Good luck to both of them. It's a best of 5, so Ormylar now has actually a match point, and if Ormylar wins this one, it'll be a clean 3-0 sweep. We have a little bit of lag again, hopefully it will resolve itself, but nothing too bad. So, the Rebel player is going for his base mine, while the Empire player, Superman, again is kinda ignoring his base mine. This is something I've seen before, and we'll see how it plays out. Ormylar building his mine already, while Superman on the Empire side is only now calling in his first TIE fighter to capture the mine and build it. One thing everyone has to decide is whether they want to build their defensive turret here, and it looks like Superman is going to do it, which is a lot of money sunk, but also is a good defensive position for the base mine, so it might pay off in the long run. Both players are actually hurrying to get to the outer mines, and bottom side Ormylar on the Rebellion is quicker, while at the top side Superman is quicker, so we have like a mirrored situation here. But it looks like only Superman could take advantage of it by building a laser defense satellite here, while at the bottom side this was denied. So, interesting situation here. Looks like the pirate dock is actually at the Rebel control right now. I'm not entirely sure. We will see once the first pirate units come in. And the second mine at the top here is being built by Superman. This can work if the Rebel player is too eager to contest top and bottom and doesn't check it. So it seems to be working out right now. Interesting. But now he's coming down. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. He sees it now. He's gonna change his attack vector. He's not. Oh, come on. Ah, big misplay here. He could destroy it, but he's flying past. Okay. First big mistake for the Rebel player. It is super important that you use your X-Wing's firepower to destroy mines quickly while they are being built. This is the big advantage you have as a Rebel player, so you need to use it. Bottom there's a small dogfight which looks like the Rebels are gonna win it, which will give them control over the building pads. So we'll have an eye on there. And the mine has been built here at the middle. Actually, a mine has to be alive for some time to return the investment, and I'm not sure. Yeah, this should be roughly have returned the investment. At the top side, however, in the background of the laser satellite, Superman was able to build the asteroid mining facility, which is, of course, harder to destroy for the Rebel player now with the laser defense satellite at the sides, and the fight shifts towards the middle here. At the bottom side of the map, Ormylar is doing the exact opposite move and is securing the bottom spot, which is easily defendable, is building the mine to get a better income for his X-Wing production. Right now the game is pretty even, and it will all... Oh, this is dangerous. TIE fighters are firing, lasers are flying, and the mine is gone. Oh, second big mistake for the Rebel player. So this could be the game where we will see the Superman win. Sad face indeed. I was just saying the game is pretty even. I'd still say it is, just because of the fact that Ormylar seems to have the stronger fighter presence at the moment. But economically, both players are equally what concerns their income. Each mine gives a flat increase to income every second to each player, so it's a linear curve. 2 mines are just twice as good as 1 mine. Now we see an interesting move from the Rebel player, and he's thinking about the enemy base mine that is still alive, and he's taking his blob of X-Wings and going over there. We will probably soon see the mirrored move by the Empire player, once he recognizes what the Rebel player is doing. Sneakily, Ormylar is trying to build this mine, but it looks like Superman has seen it and is sending his force in, and I doubt this mine will see the end of the day. So another 850 credits gone for the Rebel player. A bit too desperate maybe to build mines. It is super close in the center portions of this map, like I said before, so it's very easy for the slower units of the Empire player to still see everything and to still be everywhere and destroy the mines. Now Superman has an empty middle because Ormylar is at the top side here and can safely build a mine. We'll see if Ormylar is going to do something about it, if he's like sneakily knowing this. The IPV again, Superman builds it from the pirate dock, and it will make short work of the asteroid mine. You may be asking yourself what to do against the IPV if it is so strong. It is strong, yes, but A, it depletes its shields when it's using its increased attack ability, and B, it is very low hull points. So if you have a large enough fleet of X-Wing fighters, you can quickly destroy it without losing too much. The mine is being built here, as you can see, and is generating income now. That actually replaces the destroyed base mine of the Empire player, which has in turn taken like half of the X-Wings of Ormylar. Actually, with Ormylar having built very few units in the last minutes, I'm curious whether we will see a tech up soon. Sadly, the game does not allow me to see this while it is being done, but I will tell you once it is done. Another mine for Superman here. He's trying to keep his lead in economy and mines. That is because, of course, the 2 rebel mines that were destroyed during build-up, and the IPV is trying to do as much damage to the X-Wings while they are forced to stay in place and attack the mine. On the other side of the map, Superman finally is deciding to attack the enemy base mine and reverse the move that Ormylar did before. So right now Ormylar is in a bit of a situation, having 0 mines after this one will be destroyed, so he should look at getting another one. His X-Wings should make short work of this mine, like 2 more approaches probably, but right now it's not looking too good for the Rebellion player here. His last mine will be gone soon. He has not made the effort to secure another mine. I mean, how could he? Nothing is being buildable here right now. And the top side is super well defended by Superman. But the Rebel X-Wings should be, pardon me there, should be able to destroy this in due time. Now Superman even went for the laser satellite on the opposing side of the map, so that Ormylar cannot just build the mine again. And with these events unfolding, I think this game is shifting more and more towards the Empire side of things, and we should probably get our 2-1 score for this best of 5. So no clean sweep, it seems, but let's give it the benefit of the doubt and see what Ormylar tries to do to come back to the game. He's sending X-Wings. He's been sitting on them all the time. Oh, I do not like this. I do not like this at all. Please, please guys, do not do this. Do not keep 5 X-Wings in the back. You need them. You need them to scout the map. You need them to build mines. You need them to destroy enemy mines. You don't need them in your reserve. Please don't do. Third big mistake. Interestingly enough, the IPV is very slow to attack the mine. So if the X-Wings are quick, they might be able to destroy it. Let's see this. And it's gone. But the mine will have a short lifespan as the Empire TIE fighters are already approaching. Base mine for the Empire player gets built up again, while a dogfight is unfolding in the middle. This always feels bad for the Empire player. There are a lot of X-Wings, you can't really win the fight. If you fly away, they will just kill you either way. So you can try to lure them into the... Can I ping? Oh, I actually can. You can try to lure them into the range of the turrets, but you will lose your fighters there. That's just something that happens. One single X-Wing scouting here, denying the build-up of this mine. Good move. But still, economically, Superman has 2 mines that are built, and Ormylar still has no mines. He has a big blob of X-Wings again, which is something he has got going for him, which is always dangerous, but I'm suspecting that we will see the tech up of Superman soon, and with that he can call in Boba Fett and make short work of the X-Wings. Probably not, actually. With that mine being built and pirate fighters being built, he's probably not taking up right now, but he's trying to extend his map control and contest the enemy X-Wings. Which he can rightfully do because he has the economic advantage, so in the long run it should work out if he just substitutes his units right now. He has a lot of map control by having built the laser turret at the bottom, because with that Ormylar can't really build any mines, while Superman can freely build them. I'd say this is a risky build-up because he doesn't know if Ormylar has any X-Wings in the vicinity, but he's so far ahead he can probably just do it. While Ormylar has a problem, yeah, this is a desperation move. I don't suspect this mine will survive, because Superman can just call in another IPV or something like that. I'm guessing it's an IPV this time. While it's very hard actually for X-Wings to defend against TIE fighters, mainly because when TIE fighters are attacking the mines, they are moving around a lot and the lasers will miss a lot of the time. So it's most of the time it's more effective to just go elsewhere and attack than it is to defend the mine. Of course there are exceptions to that, like with everything, but generally you see there are so many X-Wings and you see so little blue explosions. So it's a slow thing to do here. But I mean, what can he do? He needs to somehow get some source of income and he tries to build this mine, so who can fault him that? There haven't been any more TIE fighters coming in, or IPVs, so I'm guessing we will see a tech up on the Empire side in a few seconds. While Ormylar has finally decided to abort the defensive mission and go on the offensive again, and is honing in on the Empire mine here, and as you can see, a big amount of X-Wings is really, really scary for any building, especially for a mine who can't defend itself. 2 passes and it is gone, and this is the big strength of the Rebel player. He can quickly destroy buildings, and the better you can utilize it as the Rebel player, the better you will fare in the game. Right now he's flying over to the Empire base mine to try and repeat the same process, 2, maybe 3 flybys, and have the mine be dealt with. Superman is doing a smart thing. He's keeping one of his units right where the mine will respawn, so that he can build it as quickly as possible, knowing that the Rebel player's units are moving over to the other side of the map. And here we go, some losses at the Rebel side, but a good chunk of damage at the mine too. And as I said, as quickly as possible, Superman is trying to rebuild this mine. And here we go, enemy space station has been upgraded. The Empire is now at level 2, so in like 35 seconds or something we can probably see Boba Fett coming in, and this should be the end of the game. Unless Superman, pardon me there, unless Ormylar has magically somehow found the money to tech up himself and build something there, but I don't think so. And he's probably already thinking about the next game right now. So, what can we take away from this game? There were a few key mistakes by Ormylar here, why he built mines without being sure that they can survive long enough. And with all that money lost, and here we go with Boba, and with all that money lost, it was very hard for him to maintain map control and to be as aggressive as he wanted to be, and he slowly lost map control by that. X-Wings can outrun Boba Fett, which is something you need to do as a Rebel player, because once he gets onto you, your X-Wings will be shredded. Firstly by his lasers, and secondly by his special ability, which is the seismic charge, which is a bomb that you lay down and will detonate after a set amount of time, instantly destroying most of the fighters in the vicinity. Here we go, there's the seismic charge, and boom! And that's it for the fighters, and that's like 1.5k credits gone in an instant. So for the Empire player, it's a very big power spike once they get to Tech 2 and get Boba Fett. Talking about power spikes, these are kinda shaped like power spikes, if you get me, and they won the game. GG, indeed. 2-1 the score for now. Let me update that. That means Superman now has his first victory in the tournament, and the game is wide open again. He needs 2 more victories to win the entire series, while Ormylar only needs 1, but maybe the tides have turned and the momentum has swung to the other direction, and we will go to a deciding game 5. Okay, someone at the door for Superman, so we will have a little break here. I'm actually going to do the same and be quiet for a second, and we'll be right back in a minute or so. And we are back again for game 4 of this best of 5 between Superman and Ormylar, which is the top game of Group D. And for this game, Superman has the map pick, which will be Endor. And this is actually possible because Endor last time was picked by Ormylar, so no rules were violated there. Let's write that down, Endor for Superman, and we have an Empire picked by Ormylar. Good. Scores are updated, everything is in order, the players are ready, I think. They're not, maybe they are, we'll see. And as a map we have already seen, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out now with different sides. Last time Ormylar was Rebellion and was able to utilize their superior speed to be very aggressive and dominate the map very early on. And this time we will see if he can translate this aggressiveness into his Empire gameplay, so it should be interesting to see that. If Ormylar wins this game, it'll be a 3-1 victory for him. And if Superman wins this one, we'll have a 2-2 score, which will give us a deciding game 5 in this best of 5. Seems like the door is still open, so we will wait for a few more seconds. After this match has been done, we will get a moment to talk to both of the players, to hear what they are thinking about the matches and about what they are expecting from the rest of the tournament. So don't go anywhere once the last game is played. And here we go. Game is starting. Endor, second time, different sides. Exciting game. Let's see what happens. We have Superman on the Rebellion side in red, and we have Ormylar on the Empire side in light blue. Superman is again foregoing his closest mine, which seems to be a general strategy of him by now, while Ormylar again is going the safe route and quickly taking his to get an early advantage in the economy. First TIE fighter that is being built goes to the bottom mine, first X-Wing that is being built probably will go down to the bottom mine, we will see. Superman uses his speed advantage to gain control of the middle by building a laser defense satellite, and Ormylar on the other hand just says, scrap it, I'm not going there right now, I'm just gonna focus on the enemy mines. And it could actually work out because Superman was rather slow with this mine. Again, not going there at the beginning, so Ormylar will get this mine probably while it is being built. Maybe Superman isn't even gonna build it because he can see the TIE fighters coming. Topside, Ormylar is going towards the mine that is being built, and he will probably call in like 2 or 3 more TIE fighters there. And there we go. 3. And same thing on the other side, Superman is going against the 2 mines that Ormylar has built. All the while, sneakily in the middle, the red rebel mine is gaining HP and nearing completeness. And rebel mistake here. He saw the TIE fighter going there and he still decided to build the mine, which is very, let's call it ballsy. because Empire at the beginning of the game will always have a lot of TIE fighters to spam just with the 5000 starting credits and will be able to destroy it. Same thing top, the 4 TIE fighters are making short work of the mine. Actually 4 TIE fighters are rather quick in destroying a mine, in my experience. While on the other side of the map, Superman has decided not to call in any more X-Wings, which makes this effort rather slow, but he rather decided to try and defend his mine. This is another mistake that I see a lot of times, is calling in a fighter to defend a lost mine, where it doesn't really make a difference. Yes, maybe you will destroy 1 or 2 enemy fighters, but the mine is gone. And more importantly, on the other side of the map, you are missing your fighters, and the enemy mine stays alive and pumps out credits, and pumps out more credits. So you lose time and economic advantage there. Now he has the X-Wings there, and look how quick it is going now. 1 more pass and it should be done. While in the middle of the map, now he's returning and is trying to attack the middle mine. And with that amount of TIE fighters, this should be short work. With that being done, in a second we will be down to 0 mines for the Rebel player Superman and to 1 mine for the Empire player Ormylar, who has just built a laser defense satellite in the middle, which should be destroyed while being built, if Superman has paid attention, and he did. Yeah, this could have maybe been anticipated, because, I mean, where are the X-Wings from down there going, if not to the middle? But Ormylar has gained economic advantage by having 1 mine over the enemy, and he's in close proximity to the 1 mine that Superman is trying to build right now, and I hope he does not click the build up button again. He's done the mistake 1 time, and let's hope he doesn't do it again. He's actually moving away his X-Wing, which is a smart move, not sacrifice it, but like hide it in the fog of war. While on the other side of the map, Ormylar is doing the right thing and using his gained map control in establishing a further economic lead and trying to build up more mines. He can be kinda sure that there is no X-Wing here, because he sees the enemy X-Wings up there with the vision from the space station, and can safely build up this mine here. So good move here. The sloppiness from the second game seems to be erased. Right now we see a very crisp game from Ormylar. No mistakes, just clean execution and very aggressive play like in the first 2 games. So maybe the second game was just a hiccup. Superman is still trying to do his best to destroy the enemy mines, and is using his X-Wings to destroy the enemy base mine here. But by the time this is done, probably the Empire mine down here will be built already, so Ormylar doesn't really lose any economic advantage there. Topside, we have a mine that is being built by Superman. He couldn't build the bottom mine, so he went for the topside mine, which is something that is easily anticipated by Ormylar, and he's already sending his units there. Never mind, he's sending his units at the enemy space station. This amount, and many players do not know it, if you have this amount of TIE fighters, you can just destroy the enemy station. The only thing that the enemy can do now is either counter the attack or tech to level 2. But as it stands, it doesn't look like Superman has the funds to tech up to level 2, because he's trying to build mines and is pumping his money into there. So Ormylar should have a good feeling for that Superman cannot immediately tech up. And it is a good opportunity to use his current power level of the amount of TIE fighters to do a good amount of damage to the enemy station. Now the X-Wings come in and try to do as much damage as they can, but again, this defensive maneuver, while it kills some TIE fighters, is keeping this mine alive. He has not used his X-Wings to destroy it, and slowly and surely Ormylar is getting more and more credits, and more credits means more and more TIE fighters. So in the end he doesn't even really care that he loses a few, and there's the GG. Crisp execution by Ormylar. This is the victory of the game and the victory of the match. And with that and a score of 3-1, we have the victor of this match of Group D. The match goes to Ormylar, who has shown a crisp execution, who has shown aggressive play, and quite frankly, props to him. This was really, really good. I liked his play. I liked his decision making, apart from the second game where he had a few hiccups. But let's not take my words, but let's hop into their voice channel and see what they are gonna say. Hey guys, you are now live. Greetings and congratulations to Ormylar on the victory.
Oh, thank you.
3-1, crisp execution. It was very nice to watch. Second game, congrats to Superman. You really clawed back there and scratched and bitten and just pulled out that victory. Nice work there.
Yeah, thanks.
So,
the third game, you mean?
It was a third
game. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mistake. Questions to both of you. Like, Ormylar, you practiced a lot before the tournament, I think. Is that true?
Yes, I've been practicing for a few days for most of March. I've been familiarizing myself with the maps.
Yeah, I think it has really shown. It looked like you had a plan going into the matches and just played by that plan until something out of the ordinary happened. And most of the times that gave you like a good foothold into the game right at the beginning. Yeah, it really did show. How about you, Superman? Did you practice for the tournament yet?
No, these were my practice matches, but I found that I found that nonetheless, like, it still felt like the series was very competitive. I really enjoyed playing versus Ormy. Yep, my hats off to him. He did a phenomenal job. Even with practice, I think probably it would have been close. He could have. Yeah, he deserves to win the series either way.
Yeah,
I had fun. Game 3 was fun. Game 3 on Boffin was fun. I like that.
Yeah,
definitely.
You can watch it on the stream later. It's really a good game.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. So, what are your expectations of the tournament, both of you? Like, how far do you plan to get? What is your expectation?
Well, for me, my goal, I know there are quite a few really excellent players in this tournament, so my goal is to at least try to get to the semifinals. That's my goal.
Yeah, okay.
If I can get there, I'll be really pleased with myself.
Mm-hmm. Good luck on that. Good luck on that. I think after they've seen you today, a lot of people will like cheer for you. Superman, what's your expectation? How do you think you will fare in this tournament?
My goal is to practice more, and then I guess after that, I'd like to get to the semifinals as well. We'll see if I can make the finals. Quarterfinals is fine. Honestly, I'm just playing for fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really care like how I finish. It's just good fun, and it's good to get the community alive. And thanks for like you to organizing all of this and like streaming it, casting it. I know it's a lot of effort, like getting all of this going. I tried myself hosting an FOC tournament unsuccessfully last summer, so I know how hard it is. So yeah, I really like the increased activity and support for this community. Thanks.
You're very welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. So good luck to both of you. Maybe we will see you again in the semifinals, playing against each other.
We'll see.
We'll see.
See how the rest of this tournament turns out.
Yeah. And with that being said, thank you to both of you. Thank you to all the viewers. We hope to bring you many more games in the future. We try to cast as much as we can. I mean, it's kind of hard in the group stages because the times for the matches are not set. The players themselves decide when they play, and it's just a question of whether a streamer is available. But we try to bring you as much as we can. And of course, you can always watch the games you didn't catch live later as a video on our Twitch channel. So be sure to check out that and tell your friends about it.
Okay.
Thank you very much to all the viewers and to you two for playing this game. And good luck in the further tournament.
Yeah, best of luck for me.
See you later.
You as well.